Hey everyone, I am back with another Go Team Up Worlds video featuring my team, the Cool Cats, run in Go Team Up Worlds, which is a team tournament. Some of the best teams in the world were invited to be a part of it based off of past performances in the Go Team Up format. If you were following along with any of the previous videos, you'll know that we are in Group Stage 2, and if you haven't seen those, I will link those videos down below so you can check our progress before I spoil what's about to happen next. In our last video, we faced off against We Tap Faster, and we are now facing up against Munchlax and Chill. Due to our performance in the first group stage where we didn't perform very well, we have to win against both We Tap Faster and Munchlax and Chill to proceed into the semifinals. Luckily, we were able to beat We Tap Faster, so we are in a do or die situation against Munchlax and Chill right now. I covered the rules in some of my previous Go Team Up videos, so feel free to check those out if you're confused about anything. Before we get into the battles, a big shout out to all my patrons who've been supporting my content creation. If you would also like to have early access to my strategies and lineups, as well as my various guides on how to use these teams and additional behind the scenes footage, feel free to sign up in the Patreon link down below. In our first match, we have CochinoMum on our team versus Gaston from Munchlax and Chill. Gaston is Munchlax and Chill's double down, so he will be earning twice the amount of points for each win. So it's a very crucial matchup for both our team and their team because every point we deny is very important because we're denying twice the amount of points, and every point they earn is worth twice the amount as well. All right, so CochinoMum does go for the Melmetal superpower and then dips. Surprised that Gaston didn't shield that, but I guess he was okay knowing that he does survive one superpower. And now she does have this A9 in an interesting spot. Let's see how good the IVs are. No, so let's say A9 go. Interesting. This actually puts CochinoMum in a really good spot, actually. She could probably just Shadow Claw down this Vigoroth and come out with a bunch of energy. And yeah, here comes the Mandibuzz, which is going to be very, very nice. And he does go for the shield here, but CochinoMum does catch a Dark Pulse, which still does a good chunk of damage. This is also a Snarl Mandibuzz, so it is doing some neutral damage here. I believe CochinoMum's... Oh, doesn't shield. Okay. Probably could have got the superpower off, but probably was going for the Rock Slide instead. Where are you trying to go, Crane? So, yeah. Surprised she didn't shield that, but maybe she was keeping track of the energy and was worried about double up the move. I'm not sure. Let's see how this goes. Does have to go for this return, but I don't think this return's enough. It's going to be close, but I think she's probably going to be 3 or 4 Shadow Claws away. Yeah, 1, 2, yeah, probably 3 or 4 Shadow Claws away. So definitely had alignment there, but probably a slight misplay here or there made it a little bit tougher. But it's okay. Let's see if she comes back from it in game 2. So like I mentioned, Gaston is their double down, so it does get 2 points there. And is going to go for the big Blizzard here. Blizzard does land, doing a lot of damage here. My guess is she probably has Sableye in the back. I forgot to check. Yeah, she does. So she does not want this Mandibuzz against it, and able to get to this next Blizzard. He shields. This is actually a huge shield because now she could just Thundershock this down and actually CMPs on this move too. So that's absolutely awesome for CochinoMum. Down a shield, but able to farm a lot of energy here. And if you look at her back, look at Gaston's backline, pretty much nothing can easily tank these moves. So CochinoMum's in a good spot. Does not shield the Dark Pulse again. I think he just... not trying to shield. Oh, no. So she has a Toxic in the back. Sorry, I thought it was a Sableye. So this is actually pretty solid, too. Actually, probably even better. Especially if Gaston has a Ninetales in the back there. Which probably I assume it is. Okay. Comes in with yeah, the Mandibuzz. I'm not really sure what that was about. Maybe he thought he had more life or health remaining. Goes straight for the Sludge Bomb. No shields, but then she gets off 2 Rock Slides to finish off the A9. And this A9 is Powder Snow, so that was definitely something important to note that CochinoMum picked up on in game 1. So really nice to deny the double points there. Really solid lead here. And then, unfortunately, she does not have the Melmetal in this specific matchup. So does have to go for the Whiscash here. I don't know. The Toxic might be a little better here, to be honest, because the counters are at least neutral, and they're going to add up too. But yeah, it looks like she is going to really have to win switch advantage here. which definitely puts her in a tough spot. Does go for the bait, and he doesn't go for the bait. Wow, that's actually kind of nuts. I mean, he obviously doesn't know there's a Toxic in the back, but maybe he's expecting a Melmetal. Oh my gosh. Okay, so it takes 3 Mud Bombs, and she does manage to get switched, but does go down 2 shields. This is going to be interesting. Let's see what's in the back. Yeah, so it's going to be Ninetales. Unfortunately, Melmetal would have been pretty nice here, but obviously was probably expecting the Vigoroth again in this matchup too. So, was able to win switch there, but unfortunately going down 2 shields does put her in a tough spot. Let's see if she can come back from this. So does shield the Powder Snow, which is a good call. Probably could save 1 more shield for the Jellicent and just go straight Shadow Ball there. Does throw 1 more Foul Play. I expect this to be shielded, and it is. Is that Bubble Jellicent? I think it might have been Bubble Jellicent. Go straight for the Shadow Ball to finish off the Sableye. Okay, so Gaston does go up another 2 points for the win there, and then she brings in the Altaria here. Very interesting play. Definitely a little bit risky with the Ninetales as well as the Registeel in the mix, especially the Ninetales. Powder Snow Ninetales is really, well, actually, honestly, any alone Ninetales is tough for the Altaria, but a very good calculated play because able to win the lead and also maintain switch advantage here, and actually forces him to give up switch. This is kind of an interesting situation. Definitely in favor of CochinoMum now, because this Vigoroth is completely locked in here. I assume CochinoMum's not going to shield the Bulldoze here, and I think my cat might be dipping out. Oh, there she goes. All right, so yeah, this is an interesting spot. I guess I should probably shield and farms this down. Yeah, farms this down all the way. There might be a Ninetales in the back. It's actually a Jellicent, so really nice here. It is a Bubble Jellicent. Does go for the double Foul Play. It's going to do a lot of damage. Yeah, and we got a Wish Cache in the back, and is forced to throw the energy here too. Yeah, very commanding spot here, and yeah, able to take out this Mandibuzz, going for the surefire Blizzard here to seal the deal. All right, so denying another 2-pointer from Gaston. Very nice. All right, so definitely kind of a tougher lead here. Does swap straight to Sableye. Is going to shield a Dark Pulse. Not a bad call. Dark Pulse is a little bit more energy than Foul Play, so it's going to take a little bit longer for Gaston to get to another one, but I don't think the Sableye could flip this matchup. I think CochinoMum does want to flip it though, potentially, but it's not going to be enough, but maybe puts it to the point where it is within farming range for this Melmetal. Mandibuzz is pretty bulky. This Melmetal can definitely get to 100 energy, but I wonder if he will have to shield or not. Goes with the Superpower, actually, just to get rid of it. It's a little less energy of a move, which is nice. And then here comes the Alolan Ninetales. Let's see if she gets this off or not. He does shield the Sludge Bomb. That puts her in a tougher spot here for sure. I don't think this Mud Bomb will KO, unfortunately. So, yeah. But let's go for it. Good to go for it because she's probably going to get fainted out by the Powder Snow. They simultaneously KO each other. Does go for 2 back-to-back superpowers. Oh my gosh. Just barely 1 Thunder Shock off. And this Bison is going to KO. So super close matchups there. Gaston does get 3 wins to 2. But because he was double down, he does get double the points. But still a pretty good spot to deny their double down 2 points. That's absolutely huge. Now we got ourselves the second matchup, ChaoticAce versus PolymersUp. Funny enough, PolymersUp is now a part of the Cool Cats. So Munchlax and Chill unfortunately disbanded shortly after Go Team Up Worlds, but we were able to pick up PolymersUp, who, for many of you might know, was a local mine, someone I'd known from the raid days as well. So awesome to have him as a part of the team. But at the moment, he is the enemy, so we gotta see what we can do here. ChaoticAce, definitely in an interesting matchup for sure. Did not really have his the leads matchup either, nor the counter swap, but the matchup is kind of decent here at the moment, so that's kind of nice. And now able to take out the DD right there, so absolutely huge. So grabbing us 1 point, which is awesome. I lost track of what happened in the first match, but I believe it was also the same matchup with AWAC versus the Shift Tree. It's kind of a weird matchup because you're taking super effective fire spins, but you resist all the charge moves. So it's not nearly as bad as it seems. Oh, right. There's a Abomasnow. So it's playing out just like last time. This time around, Poly brings in a Shadow Machamp instead of the DD. So it looks like CochinoMum is just going to counter this all the way down, which is kind of scary. All this energy on the Deoxys defense is going to do quite a bit. Does throw the Rock Slide into Polymers's Deoxys defense. And he does live the foul play barely. Those IVs really came in clutch, getting the Shadow Bone off, doing a ton of damage, and then now able to get to this last Rock Slide and closing out win number 2. So CochinoMum is really making up some ground and helping catch us up. So 2-0 at the moment. This is kind of a tough lead, so he's going to swap out right away. And he's just going to start countering. He doesn't really want to throw the Psycho Boost right away. This might be a chip and dip from PolymersUp side. He actually ends up throwing Rock Slide, which I don't think is a bad call because he just wants to depot himself too early, especially if the Stunfisk is doing just what it's doing right now, which is staying in this matchup. So my guess is, yeah, so Switch Hammers are really desync again, actually, now. And to the point where CalebPeng can actually swap back in here, which is kind of nice. He's going to just let the Sky Attack go because he doesn't really want the Unova Stunfisk to be locked into it too much. Now it's going to shield, though. Has some energy. I don't know. I mean, it's got some energy, so why let it go to waste? The Stunfisk is already kind of lowered from the counters. And here comes the Deoxys defense. This is going to be really interesting. He does shield. This is going to be tough because I assume this is going to grab a shield from PolymersUp, and this is going to do a lot of work against this Abomasnow. This Abomasnow is going straight for the Weather Ball. This was, like I mentioned in the previous video, pre-Weather Ball nerf, so it's doing way more damage than after the nerf, and able to actually get the 2 Weather Balls before Poly was able to throw a Rock Slide there, so absolutely huge. Might have been CMP right there. All right, so earning another point right now, 3-0 from CochinoMum. Very impressive stuff. Definitely much needed, and the Shadow Bone is going to probably land. No, actually gets shielded, but the defense drops, and this is actually very scary for Polymer now because this Shadow Bone should probably one-shot at this range, and CochinoMum even got an extra Fire Spin for good measure, and Polymer's double shields. He really wants switch here, but unfortunately is not able to get it. However, this Abomasnow shields down is not amazing against this Skarmory, although it is getting these Weather Balls very quickly, and unfortunately just gets outpaced here, but that's actually not the end of the world here. There's not really any mons left on Poly's side except for half health DD, so I like this play by CochinoMum to bring in his Deoxys defense. Can throw a Psycho Boost in a dip, exactly what I think he's doing right here. I probably prefer 2 Psycho Boosts. Okay, so he stays in. He probably should just doubled up right there in my opinion, especially if he's going to stay in for the second one. Does CMP there, which is absolutely huge. Let's see. Interesting. So he's still staying in here. So these are double debuffed. Oh, whoa. What is going on there? Oh my gosh. That might have messed it up for him, actually. Now it goes for the Rock Slide here. I think he meant to swipe, but unfortunately went to his home screen. So he might have been able to take out that Stunfisk actually by throwing a Mud Bomb. But, okay, so Poly does get a win there. I don't know if that would have changed anything, but that was definitely unfortunate on CochinoMum's side, but that's kind of his own fault, unfortunately. So, but still up 3-1 at the moment in this set, and is going to have really good alignment here to potentially take out the Skarmory. He is going to shield this Sky Attack here, farming up a little extra here. Actually going for the Bone Club. I like this play. It should be enough with all the Fire Spin damage to take this out. That way he can conserve a little bit energy, but still maintaining switch advantage. Goes to the Shadow Bone here. Both moves are resisted, but it's going to be a little bit better for damage. Comes in aggressively with this Abomasnow. Has no fear in his heart. And goes straight for the Energy Ball too. So obviously Weather Ball is more energy efficient, but one Energy Ball is going to do more damage. He is feeling very confident right now. I get why, because he has a DD that he can just counter down this Deoxys defense, a steep buff too, and yeah, he's going to be in a good spot, especially with the shield advantage. Yeah, he's just going to counter all the way down here. Really good plays. Honestly, could have been a 5-0 if he didn't mess up the screen swiping thing. But really solid, catching us up to 6-7. Now it's my turn against my friend AlphaFeeb. We are down 1 point, but we still have our double down to go. I do have my Mew here as well. And I looked here and I thought Bastion's actually pretty good. It does neutral or super factor against the entire team. Nothing actually resists the stone edges, even the Regirock. The Regirock is still pretty solid against it because it gets the focus blast pretty quickly. But I'm in a pretty good spot, I think. So I decided to bring it in the lead despite him having a Politoed as well as a Regirock himself. And here comes the Politoed. So I'm going to Stone Edge it. It's going to do a good chunk of damage. This is also my non-XL Bastion. If you haven't seen my previous videos, you'll know my XL Bastion I didn't have ready for this tournament. So it was pretty early when XLs were dropped. So this is just a regular Bastion. But regular Bastion is still a thick boy. All right. I believe I might just go fast moves here at this point. Yeah, it looks like it's a good time. No? Okay, I'm going to throw a move here. They're down. Yeah. 2 shits, yeah, so we could finish this off. So Venusaur having a lot of play as well too. Bastion having good matchups against 4 of his mons really ensured that it made it a good mon to bring. Now I have the Mew against the Regirock. So it looks like I brought the same line but just a different order here. And yeah, I'm going to obviously stay in, tank the Stone Edge very comfortably. I'm in a very good spot. This is definitely the matchup I want here. But also my Venusaur has a lot of play too. So let's see what I do here. I might just, no, I do shield. Okay, I was gonna say maybe I just let it go, but the only other thing that could beat my Bastion is the Politoed. So as long as I maintain switch advantage, I should be able to win this. And yeah, okay, so here comes the Alolan Marowak. I actually get a Surf Off as well. That's absolutely huge. Putting him in a really tough spot. Now I come in, I don't know what that was. I think I clicked on the wrong Pokemon. Yeah, I think I clicked on the wrong Pokemon accidentally, and I came in with my Bastion instead of, or my Venusaur instead of the Bastion. But we're in an okay position right here. Yeah, that's why I instantly swap back out. I think I just shield this guy. I know I live it, or I could live the Charms, get the Stone Edge off, and then yeah. So almost blundered that a little bit. If there was a Politoed in the back, I probably would have been in a tough spot. But yeah, able to grab the first 2 points there. Very good lead. Again, this Bastion just super strong against this team. And then let's see what he does here. He might shield this, and if he does, that's fine. I'm probably gonna go to my Mew with the shield advantage. Yeah, so I come into my Mew here. I just have to shield this potential Shadow Ball here. Unfortunately, it looks like we almost CMP there. It is a Shadow Bone here, but my move didn't go off, which is great. And then now, even these surfs are really going to add up against Galvantula, which is definitely going to be nice. Maybe Wild Charge will do a little bit more damage, so maybe I should have thrown the second one as a Wild Charge, but that's okay. Able to finish it off, and then here comes a Politoed. Now we're in a really good spot. Did I bring the same line again? Yeah, I did. I brought the same 3, essentially. It's just super strong against this team. So yeah, able to go 3-0 at the moment. Another fantastic lead for me, so I did bring the Pelipper this time instead of the Bastion. Maybe this is a misplay. I don't know. Let's see. But great catch from AlphaFeeb to catch the Frenzy Plant here. I'm going to go Pelipper here and farm up a lot of energy here. And yeah, pre-Weather Ball nerf means this Pelipper has a lot of play. I'm going to farm up to 2 Weather Balls here so that I have a lot of play against that Regirock. Actually comes in Wigglytuff here. So I'm going to try to go for the double Weather Ball here. And I do get both of them off, luckily. Doing a lot of damage. And I'm going to come in here and then Frenzy this Regirock. He's taking a lot of damage in the process, I believe. I just shielded because I'm almost at another Frenzy Plant. So it's going to put him in a tough spot for sure. And then I believe I could just farm this down with Mew. Mew is not great against Wigglytuff, but at the health range that Wigglytuff was at, we'll be in an okay spot. So we just have to shield this up, throw 1 Surf, and we are good to go. Actually comes in with Wigglytuff. I just go for the Wild Charge. Probably not necessary. I might have forgotten the HP. So up 4-0 right now. So really good placement for my team so far. Now this is a little unfortunate. The Mew safe swap is not nearly as good in this scenario. The Wigglytuff is going to be in a good spot I'm going to throw just the wild charge here. It actually shields the second wild charge. But that's fine. I'm actually okay with that because I just need to smack this down and then throw Stone Edge to the Politoed, which will definitely start adding up. But yeah, still taking a good chunk of damage here. Maybe that's a non-XL difference. But all right, we do throw the Stone Edge here against the Politoed. No shields, and then they come in Alolan Marowak. So this is a little unfortunate. I do have a shield advantage. And he does go Bone Club, so it's a nice call by me. But unfortunately, I don't think I have enough juice in the tank here. But let's see here. Unfortunately, this is probably the worst potential matchup I can have. And I actually don't even get that much farm here. I have to burn a shield. No, I don't burn a shield. I think I realized at this point it's too late. Yeah, because I can't possibly get to 2 Stone Edges. So I'm going to concede right there. So AlphaFeeb does take that last win. And then we have Airvel, our double down player against Twastell. Fun fact as well, Twastell also joined the Cool Cats shortly after, or more recently. So it was a little bit, a few months after the tournament, but also part of the Cool Cats family now, which is nice. But again, he's still the enemy right now, so we gotta try to win this. Airvel has probably the best matchup against their team, so we felt very confident about this, despite me and CochinoMum actually performing quite well too, so I guess we had a few options here based off a team comp alone. But yeah, unfortunately was not able to get that Ice Punch. I think he was going for the Psychic, but yeah, could not get to it and couldn't throw the Ice Punch on time. But that's fine. That's a really solid matchup right here. The superpower is not going to be enough to take it out, so he is going to get this Focus Blast. Oh, gets the second superpower off. But this actually might be better for him because it reduces the farm, yeah. Because the Regirock will survive after that first debuff. And yeah, this is going to be really solid for Airvel. Even this is the Overheat, it's fine. It's going to be just a Weather Ball. It's probably running more of a coverage move like Side Shock or Solar Beam. And he is able to hopefully take this out, although this thing has a lot of energy. But luckily, that Registeel was quite low on health, so Ninetales could not farm that much there. All right, so we've got 2 points here. I believe Twastell has to win all the remaining matches to tie it up for a potential tie. But as long as Airvel wins one more match, then one more game, then we should be good because they are worth double the points. With 4 battles to go, yeah, that is Twastell's only win con. So able to finish off that Altaria there, almost got a body slam off there. And then, yeah, this is a really tough matchup for Twastell, having no Lightman here for the counters. And yeah, this Flash Cannon Reggie is going to take out this Frostlass. This is obviously before Zap Cannon was introduced, but honestly, in this specific matchup, the Flash Cannon is even better. But yeah, so unfortunately, this does eliminate, or it doesn't eliminate Munchlax and Chill, actually. It just ensures that we make it semifinals. We'll talk more about who goes to semifinals after this match, but it does ensure that the Cool Cats do win this, which is absolutely awesome for us, I guess. So anyway, we are in this matchup here. It's kind of a weird matchup, especially with all the potential superpower baits. That almost looked like a simultaneous swap, or Twastell just made a very quick swap. Probably have to watch that in slow motion to see who actually swapped first. But either way, either really good reaction times or very unfortunate blind swaps there. Yeah, so able to finish off the Altaria and having a Dark Pulse ready. This is actually kind of nice for the Frostlass, and actually no shields. Interesting. Okay, yeah, I did not expect the no shield there. But now in a very good spot. I really like this play by Airvel because he knows this Melmetal has to throw energy to get rid of this thing. Actually, just go straight for the Flash Cannon. I think that's fine because it's enough to KO there too. But he knows that his Registeel can live 2 superpowers there, so in a good spot. So able to win another one. This is definitely a tougher lead for sure, especially given the backline here. I believe Zweilous actually wins this in the 2 shields. Yeah, it's definitely not fun because those Powder Snows do add up, but so do those Dragon Breaths. Neutral Dragon Breaths are no joke. I think he's just fighting for alignment here, which would make sense given his backline. He just wants to avoid that Ninetales. All right, so able to get off a Body Slam to the absolutely huge, potentially a Melmetal in the back, or potentially a Ninetales in the back. It's going to be a Ninetales, and this is going to be a good spot for Airvel to be in. Maybe if this thing at Overheat might have a chance, but yeah, he could just safely probably even go Ice Punch here and finish this off. and does grab a shield here, which is absolutely huge. Weather Ball's not going to be enough. I don't think he could farm down, but good. Or actually, no, Twastell could farm down, but good by Airvel to throw that last Ice Punch there. And then this Weather Ball is actually going to do quite a bit of damage. So I think his win con here is farming up to as max MG, and then, yeah, I think that's exactly what he's going for. And then hopefully get into that Flash Cannon. Actually undercharge there too. Actually a really smart play there. Unfortunately, the uncharge was just not enough. If he had just one extra lock on, he probably would have been fine there. So Twastell does get a win right there. And we are into our final game of this matchup. And definitely not a great lead by any means. He does go for a shield. Unfortunately, does get baited there, but so does Twastell. Does he go for double shields? Yeah, I like this. He does double shields. This guy goes for double baits. It's a pretty safe bait from the Melmetal's end, because he knows that it'll still at least do some neutral damage. Really great catch there. And able to get this Altari here. It's actually a pretty solid safe swap here, because even if he comes in Frostlaster, that Psychic would do a good chunk of damage. But I don't think he has a Frostlass here. And able to farm this all the way down. Able to potentially get to his Dark Pulse. Yes, against the Melmetal. That's absolutely huge. And if it's a Ninetales in the back, and it is, his one Focus Blast should be enough, and he should survive long enough to get it off. Actually gets to the Dark Pulse. Wow. Yeah, and finishing it off before you even need to see the Regiseal. So great games from Airvel, grabbing us 2 additional points, and that ends this matchup against Munchlax and Chill 18-9, which means that Coolcast have secured their spot in the semifinals. If you've been following along, you'll know that there are 2 different group stage 2, so you can see on the screen right here, you'll see the other group as well. And we have the Chicago Corn Dogs and Elite 4 moving on to semifinals. And we have ourselves and Munchlax and Chill going to semifinals from our group stage. We luckily don't have to face the Munchlax and Chill right away. So there might be a chance we face off in the finals. But at the moment, we will be facing off against the Elite 4, which I'm sure most people are no strangers to those players, some of the best players in the world. Be sure to tune into the semifinals, where we will be facing off against the Elite 4 in the next Go Team Up Worlds video. Like I mentioned, these videos do take quite a while to make, so if you're enjoying them, let me know in the comments. So that way I will try to speed up the production on the remaining one of these. I do have a lot of factions videos to cover as well, which is another team format. So if you're enjoying team formats, definitely let me know. If you like this video, feel free to give it a like and share, subscribe for future content, hit that notification bell to get alerted right when I post a new video, and I'll catch you all next time.